What up? What up? What up? What up? What's happening, y'all? I'm actually in the process of doing a few landscape estimates. As soon as it starts to shift, y'all, the floodgates have opened up. I'm trying to put this phone on my little thing here, so I'm not trying to hold it while I'm trying to drive. And that light glare is killing it back there. I do not know how I had this phone set up in here, but I'm trying, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let me see. I think I know how I had it. Let's see. Let's see. No, I wasn't upside down. uh, I guess I can hold it for a little bit. Oh man. So yeah, I'm actually in the process of going to do a few landscape estimates. Of course, it's that time of the year. It's early February, and I guess the floodgates have opened up. I'm starting to get a lot of inquiries about commercial landscape and stuff like that. So I'm out doing some estimates, and I'm going out there with the open mind. Like, just because opportunity call, that don't mean I just shove them to the side. I can still secure those jobs and still be profitable off those jobs without doing them. I'll subcontract them out. I just gotta be able to properly estimate it to where it'll be a sweet spot for the contractor, and also a sweet spot for myself, because the opportunity came to me. So in a sense, that'll be like a finder's fee to an extent. I got a handful of landscapers that I stay in touch with, because there's no such thing as competition. You know what I'm saying? We all brothers in this industry. It's a brotherhood, right? But I'd like to present the opportunity to somebody who's looking for commercial work. So I got one is a 5-year contract, and it's actually I believe it's a news place, if I'm not mistaken. And then another one is, I believe, a tire shop, which is a franchise. And they have, like, I believe 7 locations, if I'm not mistaken. So a good thing about this is sometimes when these opportunities come, like, I ask every person who reach out to me via phone, because sometimes they'll just send over the property details and the specs and stuff like that, and you might not never talk to anybody. They might just send it over via email. So my process is to ask them, how did they hear about me. I still want to know how people hear about me. And typically people, they look online, they look on Google, etc. And that's what the first person said. She said, yeah, I found you on Google, and it was like you had a bunch of great reviews, and I'm always trying to find contractors within certain areas, and it seems like you guys are equipped to fit this commercial property. So with that being said, I was like, cool, that means you see the good results. She probably be pleased with the job if we decide to take it on. But I know a bunch of guys that's in the local area that do great work as well. And if I can find a sweet spot as far as numbers that'll work for them and me, I'm gonna take it on. But I won't be out on the property doing the jobs and stuff like that. So but it's a decent amount of locations. I've been to 5 so far today. I try to be punctual on this stuff, y'all, because the thing about it is, there's companies that literally just subcontract. So the government releases certain type of contracts, right? And you got businesses that are literally, they're just a third party. They're like, okay, let me accept this contract, and let's see if I can find somebody to fulfill this contract, and then I'll just take a profit off. So the price point that they might have, that they're willing to pay for the job, might be smaller than what the job is actually worth sometimes, because it's a third party. They want to take profits. And then myself, I'm trying to take a profit and then pass it to another person. But it got to make sense. Good thing is, this person, she actually told me the price points that they have for the other locations. It's like, yeah, we do this with a few locations, and it seems like per location around $500 a month is usually the sweet spot. It's less than an acre, because of course the whole property is on an acre, but it's not that much grass space, and it's not much maintenance. It's not a detailed thing. There's not a bunch of trimming and stuff like that's required. Anything additional outside of, I guess, the maintenance, the weekly maintenance part of the business, will be extra. So she was being pretty transparent on the phone, and you usually don't get that from third parties. They usually want you to go out there, give the price, and then sometimes you never hear from them or whatever. But when you're able to have a full conversation and get an idea of what they're looking for, and then a ballpark price of where they're already at as far as what they're used to paying, that helps when it comes to putting eyes on the property. The thing about commercial property, especially if it's a franchise or something, these properties are different. Like, the layouts are different. They're not like exactly the same. They might have got a building that was a previous something else, and just renovated it. But the layouts of those properties are not typically identical. Some might have all concrete and landscaping and really no grass. Like, it's literally like that at some properties. Some of them have just small, like we got like the Rite Aids, like the first health first type clinics and stuff. Those places have like almost less than 1,000 square feet of grass when it comes to the maintenance. They might have shrubbery and pine straw and stuff, but that's a very, very low maintenance type property when it comes to reoccurring service that they would need for the full year. So these properties, I'm trying to, lock them in. It'll be beneficial, especially this the news place talking about a 5-year contract. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds sweet. So what I would do is, I gotta have a sweet spot for the price. So one person, like I said, they gave me a ideal bracket price that the customers are used to paying for these properties. And I think that's just an anchor to say, hey, it'll be good if you can accept it at this rate. I told her, hey, I would love to meet you there, but I would have to see the properties. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just tell you, yeah, let's roll with, $400, $500 that you said these properties are already quoted at. That won't be smart at all, just to roll with what they say. They're going to do what's in the best interest for them and the company, not necessarily you. They want you to do it at minimum cost as possible, because at the end of the day, they're trying to run a business and they want to be profitable. And if you're taking too much profit off the table from them, they'll find somebody else. The problem I have sometimes with, it's business, it's the cost of business, but you get pulled around a lot when it comes to your time. And I like to have people that are serious and not curious, not fishing for a price to, get a price point from one contractor so they can view it and then compare it to all the other ones and just to get the cheapest one. And that's why I never liked commercial at one point. I didn't like commercial because I feel like it's always a numbers thing. They're not necessarily looking for the highest quality. They just want somebody cheap that can get the job done. But that's not necessarily true. I've had some great opportunities when I was doing like apartment complexes and things of that nature, where they were actually focused on the quality of the work and the pricing wasn't an issue. And then on the flip side, it seems like majority of commercial is really, it's a dog eat dog world. And if you ain't coming at the right price, you're done. Like, they'll find somebody else. They'll find somebody cheaper that can do a subpar job because they don't care how great it looks sometimes. And then I feel like that's a bad combination for how the market goes down in price when they find that cheap price that they pay. And I feel like it put them on a rat wheel. And what I mean by that is, if they found the cheap guy last year, right, and it was affordable and they didn't like the service, so this year they want to try somebody better, different, because they want to pay cheaper and they want either a better job. It's almost one of those things where it's like, bro, you can't pick both. You can't get best and cheap in the same sentence. You know what I mean? Like, it takes what it takes sometimes. And I feel like the market is so it becomes a commodity style of a service when when people are competing at a very high level. Like, they have so many different contractors they can call. They got 10, 20, 30 contractors they can go through the whole list, send everybody the email, and whoever come in at the best price point and a relatively decent, reviews and stuff like that. But I don't think those are huge factors, even though I got like over 140, something like that. I don't think it's a huge factor, but in the same token, um, it does get me noticed and get me in the top three in my local area when it comes to somebody searching online. So it got to hold some type of weight. Um, yeah, man. So I'm gonna be putting eyes on this property, try to see if I can find a sweet spot, and I'm gonna pitch it over to my subcontractors to see if I can land something. Hey, that's a hands-off solution. That way I can stay focused on the thing that I'm planning to do this season. I gotta stay focused, y'all. Gotta stay focused. My my word I told y'all for this year is being intentional. And to be intentional, you gotta be focused. You gotta be focused. So I'm in traffic, y'all. Of course, you know what time it is. It's 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock traffic. I feel like it's just a time killer being stuck in traffic. Oh man, what's happening? What's happening? I'm in the time killer zone right now, over here in traffic, man. Let me see. See if I can show you. North Charleston. How's it going, Rob? Looking forward to the spring rush. I am. I am. I'm very excited for the spring rush this season, man. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Can't wait for the spring rush, man. I'm prepared. I'm prepared for it. I'm ready for the smoke. It seemed like soon as the weather changed, man, they start calling like, where you been? I've been trying to reach you all winter. Soon as the sun starts to shine good and it's warm, the grasses haven't even shifted over out of dormancy yet. But the phone's already ringing. Of course, it's early February. The phone's definitely ringing. People trying to get their contracts in place for March and April, which makes sense. They're being proactive. So yeah, I'm excited for the spring season. This year is gonna be a blessing, just like all the other years, man. We got to think about when people are willing to pay us their money to provide a service, when you could be at a job or something, working hard, and not to say not being valued at the level you are in the independent field, but it's a different type of weight you take away, a different type of appreciation you take when you're getting it in and actually got everything lined up or whatever. My bad, I just missed your comment. Let me see here. Let me see. Yes, sir. Looking forward to that money. God willing, yes, sir. Gotta get it, man. Gotta get it. Gotta get it while it's coming. We gotta work hard in the season of harvest, man. So over this winter time, you should have been basically planting seeds and mapping things out to where you can actually be fruitful when the season rolls around. As far as like, if you got a website, that website better be up to par. It better be up to par, because when the leads start rolling in, you want to be able to handle them accordingly. Just many different things, man. If you don't have a Google business listing, man, you're doing yourself a disservice. I talk about it way too much, but that Google alone has have had me thriving with the amount of leads and customers that I have. Majority of people find me online. I'm trying to get a better local voice for myself, as far as being more engaging and getting more with certain type of local events. Not like paying for soccer teams to have like my name or the business name on the jerseys, but more so just interacting with other business owners, like real business owners, like the Chamber of Commerce type thing. So I'm working on some things, man, because the right relationship, as far as communicating with the right people, can put you in a good position as far as networking and stuff like that. But I'm about to pull up to this commercial place and see what it's looking like, and then I gotta battle and go through war with traffic, because traffic is crazy right now. I almost like to wait hours after, rush hour before I actually get out on the road. But in this situation, I want to try to be punctual. I mean, more than likely, they're probably going to reach out to somebody else. And not to say the first, the loudest will get the grease, but I want to be punctual so they can see that I'm about my business and I'm going to show up and show out. You only get one time at a first impression, and you don't really get to meet these people from a perspective of actually meeting them in person. It's a lot of virtual. So to build that trust, do what I tell the people I'm going to do. If they sent me information, I say, hey, I'm actually going to, I should be able to get to these properties today, and I'll get these things sent over to you by, this time, etc. Like, that's all plus if I can meet the things that I told them. It saves them a headache. Now they're not waiting on 10 other contractors or whatever. They got who they need. This place is over here by the Air Force Base. Come on out here and get hit. And man, where in the world is this news place? Feel like I gotta park to the side of something real quick, because I gotta find where this place is at. Let me find where this place is at and make sure I'm in the right arena, y'all. Gotta make sure I'm in the right arena. It might be I'm pretty sure this whatever place I'm about to head to is gonna be you might have a privacy like fence or something to actually access it. You know how news places can be. Some things are confidential, etc. It's pretty close to the Air Force Base, so I wouldn't be surprised. Let me look this place up real quick though, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me. Gotta have the iPad on deck, man. iPad on deck. And where's this place? Yeah, give me a second, y'all. Let me look. Let's see where in the world I got this thing up on my. No, I got it in here somewhere on my phone. Go to find it. Go to find it. All right, I'm back. I found it. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Oh. Well, yep. I gotta pop this address in real quick. Oh, it's 2 minutes away. Not far. All right, so I'm gonna bust this right, bust this left, and I should see it. Come on, dog. Move with your little poodle in the passenger seat, bro. Almost there. And I believe I am here. This is a decent sized place. This is a private aviation place. I've been there before, y'all. A little private flight I took one time when I used to work for Pizza Hut. Boys put me on a private jet. Just me and the pilot. That was gangster. Alright, let's see. South Asia. Yep, boom. I found it. Oh, I just passed it too. Nice. Oh, who don't love the sound of a train coming? Who don't? Man, I gotta turn around. Too much traffic. So this place is pretty hidden, but it's definitely by the Air Force Base. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get to this property. I'm going to what I'm looking to estimate is the time that it would take somebody to actually, it would take me or someone else using a zero turn, of course, roughly 52 inch, 60 inch zero turn. Basically, I'm gonna get the square footage of the property as best as I could. Sometimes you could try to do it virtually, but you know, I need to put my phone on do not disturb next time, y'all. I don't got like 4 calls. I don't got like 4 calls since I've been on here. I'm actually about to go estimate this property. I'm almost there. I'm like 2 minutes away. It's actually a news station. 5-year contract. Let's see what it do. Let's see what it do, what it does. It says you don't have to speak to anybody. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you can't even see this place from the road. You literally gotta drive down this hidden. Boom, boom, boom. National Weather Service. Look at that. Well, I'll chat with y'all in a minute. I gotta walk the property. Later. Matter of fact, I did have a few other things. Hold on. So, cool thing about the other person who sent me a quote, they sent me these questions. So they're screening basically the contractors, y'all. They screen the contractors to know where do you stand in business, how long have you been in business, how many people do you have. Like, they ask these questions that they probably had mistakes, or they hired the wrong company that wasn't capable wasn't capable of fulfilling the task that comes with the property. And mid-year, you know, and then they ask questions like, if what if we start this contract and we don't like you, or we how is it to stop doing business with you? Like, what is your process of contract cancellation and stuff like that? They asked a great amount of pre-qualifying questions and screening questions. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up real quick to see. I don't know if I can share my screen, but probably can't because it's live. But let me see here. Let me see what I can do here. All right, so I just looked at it. I'll probably do a screenshot and do a video about it later. But basically, it's asking, do you hold a business license in this city? How many crew members do you have? How many clients do you currently service? All these personal questions. I feel like it's irrelevant to doing business with them. Like, why would they need to know how many customers that you currently serve? Like, that's irrelevant. Can we serve you? Or can we provide service to you should be the thing. I'm looking at this property though right now. It's actually, you know, everything's dormant, but decent sized little property. I gotta get out and put more eyes on it and see if they got any detailed things as far as what's going on with the landscaping, so I know what to address. But I'm gonna holler at y'all later.